Now, one of the most important parts of a human's life, and in any vertebrate's life for that matter, you know, whether it's a hummingbird or a snake or an elephant, giraffe or a human, doesn't matter, is the first third of the pregnancy. This is where you go from a sperm and an egg to a finished product. After the first third of that pregnancy, the rest of it is just growth time. The individual forms in the first third of the pregnancy. Now, we've eliminated every birth defect that you can name and 3 times that many you can't name in animals with preconception nutrition. And repeat that, because you heard me but you didn't hear me. We've eliminated every birth defect that you can name and 3 times that many that you can't name in the animals, in the animal industry, by simply giving the females preconception nutrition, perfect nutrition before she gets pregnant. In humans, we let everybody run around eating Pop-Tarts and Egos and Mountain Dew and whatever it is they're eating, and then they miss 2 periods when they get old enough to have their own family. They say, oh, you know, I might be pregnant. Well, the embryo is already damaged at that point. We do a much better job for pigs and rats and hamsters than we do for ourselves. And so there should not be a single human baby, certainly in America, born with a birth defect. It's totally preventable if we get every embryo before they're conceived through the pregnancy that they're developed in from the time they're born until they're old enough to have their own families. We have to start somewhere, so we're going to start in the middle here for some people now because we're not embryos anymore. You have to stop that. You do that again, I'll squirt you with a squirt gun. Okay. She's sitting here cracking her knuckles. Sheesh. You have arthritis already.
She needs you.
You're not going to get me if you keep cracking your knuckles. Okay. This is our goal here. Is that the 3-month mark is to have a perfect embryo. And the OBGYNs have failed us terribly. They have failed us. Personally, what I'd like to see is a system of laws, because there are no laws covering this, either ethical laws or legislative laws. If it were up to me, every time that a pregnancy winds up with a child that's born with a defect of some kind, the OBGYN should go to jail for 25 years to life. Now, by the time that the 1000th doctor goes to jail, every doctor runs around saying, I've discovered that we can prevent birth defects by giving everybody vitamins and minerals. Because they wouldn't want to be the 1000th and first to go to jail. But that's not going to happen because they're too powerful. So we're wasting time and money and energy hoping and praying that they'll figure it out, or that by our petitions they will change their ways. So we just have to do it. So it's now your responsibility, because you're not ignorant anymore. You're all smart, but you're ignorant because everybody in this room did not know that you can prevent all birth defects with vitamins and minerals before conception. Well, now you know. And so you have a huge responsibility. Do not depend on the medical system, particularly OBGYNs have failed us. They do not get 30 minutes of nutrition in 14 years of medical school. They don't even get a test on that. They don't even get a test on that 30 minutes. The most important thing in that embryo's life is nutrition. Okay, so we have to take control here.